So, a concept that's been on my mind this week, and what I am observing my clients do, is multi-dimensional healing. So, healing not only in this moment, but healing throughout timelines, healing throughout different dimensions of your reality. This is very, very powerful. I've been watching podcasts about it, about kind of quantum time, not linear time, and understanding how in this present moment we can heal the past and rewrite the future. So it's a very powerful concept. You don't really need to understand it logically, but when you do the work, you will see the shifts in your life. So when you're able to heal something from your past. And I say heal loosely because we are not broken. To heal would imply that there's something to fix, something that is broken within us. But this isn't the case. It's just realizing more wholeness, sending love to a certain part of ourselves that was hurt, a part of our conditioning that was hurt, that is then dictating how we ultimately live our lives, make our decisions. And when we can send that part of us, that hurt part of us, love and witness it, we're able then to kind of change timelines, so to speak. And we're not fixing anything. We are just sending love. We're changing our perspective. So one of the biggest things to point out in this is to recognize that you are a soul, a spirit having a human experience. You are living in this body, in this lifetime, with this karma, these stories, these patterns to help you in some way evolve. So this is an opportunity for you to see bigger perspective, the bigger picture, rather than just be focused on, I need to fix this problem that's in front of me right now in order to survive. This is taking your thinking beyond that, beyond initial survival and into soul expansion throughout timelines, throughout dimensions. So when you're on a path of shadow work, of healing, of looking at all of the uncomfortable, sticky, icky parts of yourself, you are being given an opportunity to effectively change your destiny, change your future. Your destiny is not written. Your future is not concrete. You are the creator. You're co-creating your reality. So you're one with this creator, and if you don't like the reality that you're living, you can change that, and you can change that by effectively changing the past. You can't change the past, or can you? You can change your perspective. Everything is perspective. Your reality is a perspective. So when you shift perspectives, that's what spiritual awakening does, is it gives you a higher perspective of reality so that you can have a different perspective of your past, make different meanings of your past, bring love into your past. Then changing that then changes how you see yourself. It changes your identity, your persona, changes what your ego is concerned with, to then make different decisions to create a new future. So I want to give you an example because it's kind of, the concept can be quite hard to logically understand. But imagine so every trigger that you experience has a lesson for you. It is, and there are different ways that you can meet your triggers. There are different decisions, actions you can make when you're met with a trigger. Yes, a lot of the time triggers hit an emotional response and we're not quick enough to in the moment change that emotional response. But when you have the space, when you are able to see it clearly without the emotional charge, you can kind of make a different decision. You can bring a new level of awareness to it, and then in doing that you change the effect that happens. So you meet a trigger that hits an emotional charge. There are two ways that you can deal with it. You can say somebody hurts your feelings. You can choose to squash it down, ignore it, pretend it didn't happen, or react with anger, or in an unconscious way kind of come back at the person that hurt your feelings. Or you can witness the part of you that was hurt, question where it comes from, sit with your timeline, sit with yourself, sit with where this trigger might have come from. If you choose to just act through fear and protection, fine, you'll keep on experiencing the same thing because you're reaffirming the past. You're reaffirming, this person hurt me back then, I need to keep protecting it. If you're able to choose to witness the hurt part of you, give the hurt part of you love, literally sit and send that part of you love, then you will give the hurt part of you love when it needed it. So you can sit and ask, what do you need? What do you need me to see? What do you need right now to this part of you that was hurt when you were 10, 12, 4? Give it the love. That will change your perspective in that moment. Now, we can go deeper, and I know of experiences where a person has remembered a future version of themselves from the visit them in the 4-year-old self, the 50-year-old self visiting the 4-year-old self, and remembering that, and that in some way in quantum time changed something. And as the 50-year-old self, she remembered going back and speaking to the 4-year-old self. This is where time, it gets very confusing because, to the logical mind, because time as we know it isn't real. We really misunderstand time. We are multidimensional, everything, everywhere, all at once, that kind of thing. This is how reality works. We don't know that. We don't understand that because it's not what we've been brought up believing, but that's what science is understanding now. So when you're able to give that part of you the love as the 4-year-old self, it shifts your perspective as the 4-year-old, changing decisions that you would make, changing your perspective in the present, thus changing your future. Because you know that the 4-year-old self doesn't feel hurt anymore, so it doesn't have to protect you, it doesn't have to control you. That pattern, that trigger dissolves, and then you're able to make new decisions in the future. So then you're not going to push somebody away because you think they hurt your feelings. Instead, you're going to meet it with reality, with what it actually is, not with an emotional blanket, not with emotional tinted glasses, so that you see it through a hurt part of you rather than actually what's happening. And being able to do this will help you set clearer boundaries, know what's right for you, act when you're act through courage rather than fear, chase your desires. If you have a dream to speak on stage, like, that fear isn't gonna protect, it's not gonna hold you back, if that makes sense. So this is alchemy. This is turning that pain into gold. This is being able to love oneself. And so if these hurt parts of us are the cracks, we're sending love to the hurt parts of ourselves that are ruling our conditioning, and how our ego is protecting us. We're filling it with love. We're filling the darkness with light, experiencing more wholeness. And in that, you're going to experience more magic, more love, meet more aligned people, attract more aligned opportunities. This is where the magic happens. So when you're able to heal on a multi-dimensional, understand that the deep inner work that you're doing is healing on a multi-dimensional level, you're going to really shift past, present, future. So you can actively do this by conjuring up a version of you. You don't have to do it in the moment. You can conjure up a version of you that you know was hurt, say or there's a protective part of you in money or in love. You can bring that part of you up, speak with them, offer them love, give them unconditional love, because that's what every human wants. We don't believe that we're loved unconditionally, therefore we're not believing in our wholeness, we're believing in separation, we're believing in fear, we're believing that we're not lovable. So in being able to give ourselves unconditional love, that is changing our frequency, changing our energy, and then we're able to emit unconditional love, and attract unconditional love back. So it's a very, it might seem very mystical, but it's not. It's actually being proven in scientific research at the moment. Some of the ways that you can work with this actively every day through heart-based meditation, active imagination, which is kind of what I'm explaining. When you go into a meditation, you speak with those parts of yourselves, you're healing with the heart, very much heart-based, very much devotional, bringing love into yourself, into your life, into those the experiences that you've had, then changing your perspective, because active imagination works on a very deep unconscious level. And just trust that every active imagination, every heart-based meditation that you do is gonna shift. It's gonna have a ripple effect in your life. There's also working with your Kundalini energy, other energy works that are going to help you, shadow work, all of this that helps you bring the stuff up to the surface so that you can heal it. I was offered or invited to sit with my heart this week. Sitting with my heart for half an hour opened up this well of grief within me that I didn't know was there, but I could feel it protecting me. And since then, I've had instances where I can do exactly what I've just told you. Go and heal those hurt parts of myself so that grief doesn't remain, so that grief isn't being bypassed and ignored and just sat there stewing in my energy, and I'm able to release it and then act from a place of love rather than trying to protect this grief. So multidimensional healing is having the awareness in the present moment to meet yourself with unconditional love, giving yourself unconditional love in the present, which is affecting the past and the future and changing your destiny, which before, if you choose to not meet yourself with unconditional love, you're still going to be met with fear and protection, and then that energy is going to write your future. But if you can come to unconditional love in the present, that is affecting you on a multidimensional level. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments and I'll be more than happy to try and answer them for you. This is the work that we do within my group program, The Awakening, within my private containers. If you feel like you want some support going and healing on a multi-dimensional level, working with your Kundalini, working with shadow work, understanding your unconscious mind in order to be the conscious creator of your reality rather than your reality being controlled by the past, all the links to work with me, free resources are in the description below. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like, subscribe for more videos like this. Yeah, and this is a concept I'm just fascinated by how this affects our present reality, how it affects the past, how we can change the past, we can change our perspective of life, and this is what spiritual awakening is changing your perspective. It's not all mystical experiences, but those mystical experiences help you change your perspective, because reality is just a perspective. Like the kind of if you choose to live in fear, you're going to attract fear. It absolutely fascinates me. So, and I love watching people heal through this. My clients are sharing stories with me where I have one client at the moment, I'm sure she won't mind me sharing a little bit, she is healing her inner child by helping her granny heal right now. And it's bringing up a lot and it's very painful, but what she's doing is she's healing past. She's also helping somebody else heal, and she's then going to completely rewrite her future. So it's very, very powerful work. I hope you've enjoyed this. Like I say, any questions, please pop them in the comments and I will see you soon.